Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
A windy Wednesday, and it started with the supermoon time-lapse video. You caught it at the beginning in Salt Lake City of this morning. The clouds streaming in. The great shot coming from Clinton. Alicia sent this our way. Sunrise in northern Utah. A little bit of cloud cover this morning. That really increased through the day. And here we are this evening. Live view from Bear Lake with clouds over the Caribbean of the Rockies. And this is an area that could pick up some light precipitation from the incoming cold front that's going to impact us tonight and into tomorrow. Satellite radar shows those clouds on the move, pushing all the way to the eastern side of the state, extending down south. More moisture in the air. Temperatures are still above average with those southwesterly winds. They're cranking at 69, and we've held for the last few hours at that in Salt Lake. 50s and 60s on the eastern side of the state, 60s for the I-15 corridor, 76 in St. George. This is way above average, but we expect that with the warm southwesterly wind. Numbers will fall into the 60s, low 60s with mostly cloudy skies as we get through the next several hours. The clouds act as a blanket. They lock in those mild temperatures, and we really won't see any changes until the front comes through. There are the clouds in southern Utah. Pretty set up, though, for that sunset from our Black Desert Sky Cam, mid-70s in Ivins. Water vapor imagery actually shows that moist air moving our way in the form of cloud cover in association with that upper level low that's moving inland. It's weakening, and we have a weak cold front that comes through with it. Still brings some precipitation potential. Light, isolated valley showers are expected overnight and into early Thursday morning. Most likely north of I-80, the Wasatch Front and Wasatch Back, as well as southwestern Wyoming. Could see a little bit of wet weather. Futurecast model kind of times it out. It looks a little bulkier on the Futurecast, but I don't think we're going to see that much. Here we are by midnight with the model picking that up from Cache Valley into Salt Lake County. And we know that the mountains will see snow from this, some lingering showers by 3 a.m. north of I-80. And a northwest flow could leave us a bit unsettled, maybe a sprinkle or two into inland Salt Lake County. The cold front comes through and brings in cooler air. That is going to impact daytime highs as we head into tomorrow. So the warmth we've been seeing, well, that changes a little bit. We drop back to average. The Futurecast shows Friday as we get a reinforcing shot of cooler air and a little bit of moisture on the model. We'll see if that holds. This trailing wave doesn't look particularly strong, but we could maybe see a little bit of activity with it. Another shot of cooler air will keep us in the 50s. But we don't stay that way forever. Let's talk snow accumulation, because above 7,500 feet with two cold fronts, we could get some light accumulation, 1 to 4 inches, generally speaking, perhaps Friday into Saturday, adding another inch or two to that. Not huge totals at all, especially since resorts are getting excited and they want that season to start. It's going to be a minute. Warm temperatures with our southwesterly flow. Here comes the low, sends the front through, slight chance of some moisture, cooler conditions back into the 50s. We stay there with that reinforcing shot of cooler air Friday and into Saturday, but then that high pressure's knocking. It's ringing the doorbell saying, hey, I want to move back in. I want to warm things back up. Will you let me? I know it's November. We do. Into early next week with those temperatures getting back into the 60s. A very quiet start to the month after a record October with wet weather. Don't blink. Weather changes very quickly in the Beehive State, and month to month, you've got a lot happening. 50s for tomorrow. Could see a midnight high here with that cold front keeping us on the cooler side through the afternoon. 60s on the eastern side of the state, 73 in St. George, which is closer to the average of 70 they see this time of year. Lots of sunshine in the south. Looks really pretty, actually, in southern Utah over the next 7. Not much variation in temperatures, just a few degrees above average. Wasatch Front with those isolated showers overnight and into tomorrow morning. Cache Valley has the best bet. Perhaps into Friday, we're going to see what happens, and then we're drier. Saturday through Wednesday with those temperatures climbing back up into the 60s pretty quickly. Not typical November weather. Go see what happens.
Okay.
Wes just said he went golfing in shorts on Monday.
I believe that.
That's a big update.